One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all. And in the darkness, find them.
What is happening, friends? I'm Rogue and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about, is it worth a subscription to Lord of the Rings Online? So I was asked a question in the comments to my beginner's guide to LOTRO, and it got me thinking, is it worth becoming a VIP or subscriber? Well, let's see what you get and break it down together. Let's start with the most important question, the cost. LOTRO has 4 plans for becoming a VIP. $14.99 billed per month, which is typically the route that most MMO players choose, myself included. $29.97 billed every 3 months with a savings of $15. $59.94 billed every 6 months with a savings of $30, and finally $99.99 billed every 12 months with a savings of $79. Now, let's move on to what you get as a VIP. 500 LOTRO points per month. Now this doesn't sound like much, but you'd be able to stack up some points pretty easily with LOTRO's deed system. But is it worth it? When you could grind out deeds on a low-level character, delete that character, and start deeding on a new one. Now, I've never tried this method, but I'm curious to know if it's a viable way to earn LOTRO points. Now, if you were to combine the two and try the delete deeding tune method, I didn't really think up a proper name for it, and I'm sorry. As well as become a VIP, you may find yourself sitting on a stack of LOTRO points pretty quickly, I'd imagine. Okay, let's move on, shall we, before I start making alts. Additional inventory slots. Now this sounds really great, but it's also very vague. Do I get 60 slots because that sounds amazing? Or do I get 15 because that doesn't sound as amazing? I guess I'll have to look it up and find out. One second. So, all I've been able to uncover is that free-to-play members have 45 slots and VIPs a total of 75. So we're looking at an increase of 30 slots. Right in the middle. But is it worth? Well, LOTRO has a loot bag system that holds a large number of loot for up to an hour before they begin to auto-delete, and I've yet to really feel overwhelmed when it comes to inventory. I guess this one is up for debate. Okay, exclusive access to legendary servers. I'm gonna be honest here, I had no idea that this was a thing, nor what it meant. So basically it allows access to special servers that run similar to classic WoW, where there are level caps that slowly rise as new content becomes available. Basically what I'm thinking, and this is just my opinion, that this is for a more natural progression into LOTRO, or for a nostalgic play session. Okay, this doesn't appeal to me as an MMORPG consumer, but that's just me. I know a lot of people that were super hyped for WoW Classic, and I'm gonna guess that there is a demand for this type of content. I really don't have any judgment, yay or nay, for this particular VIP reward. So let's move on. Alright, exclusive rewards like faster crafting and lower item wear. Again, this is only one man's opinion, but being able to watch a crafting progress bar go faster and my items take a less of a hit on durability seems meh. I've never had to scrounge in a goblin's pocket for loose change for repairs, and crafting progress seems to go pretty smoothly. This doesn't look like an exclusive reward. I mean, all I can imagine is adventurers Ron and Joel running a dungeon, and Ron is all, "Ah, dang it, Joel, I need you to get your head in the game. I got repair bills that need paid." All right, I'm sorry, we can move on. Now this is something. Access to all quest packs and skirmishes except for the fate of Gundabad. Now this seems worth. Questing in LOTRO is story driven, and I love a good story. More quests means more stories, and for me, that's a win. Skirmishes are also a viable way to grind out levels and deeds, so again, having access to all of them is pretty awesome. Alright, access to all monster classes for Monster Play. Last I checked, Monster Play was not a fan favorite, and it was deader than Grima Wormtongue's love life, so this is currently not appealing to me as a player. But with LOTRO having an increased volume of players since their 15th anniversary, Monster Play may be making a comeback. So if you do have experience with Monster Play, you know, from when it was actually played, let me know what it was all about in the comments below. Okay, mailbox field access. This means that LOTRO can bug you about your extended car warranty from anywhere in Middle Earth. No, seriously, this is nice and would allow you to mail gear and mats to your alts upon discovery. This isn't a bad perk. Alright, exclusive server bonus events for VIPs. This one was a little fuzzy. I'm not sure what events this means. Are these events only held on Legacy servers? I'm going to assume that these events change because if they didn't, it would be called a feature and not an event. So if you know anything about these, please let me know in the comments below because I am curious. Priority login. Oh baby, you will be the first to get into the game ahead of the currently other 15 people trying to log in. Okay, now currently I don't see this as an issue, and although LOTRO is growing in its new player base, which is awesome, I don't see this as a necessity in the game's current state. I hope that I have to eat crow for this in the future. You know what, I'll tell you what, LOTRO, if I ever get caught in a queue of 2,000 plus, I will subscribe and I will make it a YouTube short. Okay, a daily plus 100% XP bonus. So what this means is that each day you will receive a bonus to your XP bar equal to 30% of your current level's XP. And if you don't use that bonus, it does not accumulate. It simply resets each day. This is nice for keeping pace with the Joneses, but could also force you to outlevel an area much faster than intended. It's a very pretty double-edged sword. I'm gonna leave it at that. Additional wardrobe space. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a Fashion Souls kind of guy, so as dumb as this may sound, 20 shared wardrobe slots sounds pretty good. Let's move on. Alright, weekly gold Hobbit present. This is in addition to your daily silver reward. This reward is per server, not per character. As to what you can get, these rewards vary and remind me of opening a crown crate in ESO or the surprise mechanic in any EA game. Some people love RNG crates, some people hate them. Town services that you can access anywhere. This allows you to browse the shop to sell and repair, not that you're going to need to with take less durability damage. On the move postal services, so you can open your vault, so you can have a snazzy storage locker while you're moving around and store stuff. Open wardrobe, which means you can have a fancy shirt for every dungeon. You can use the auction house, so you can do equipment upgrades on the fly or sell crafting goods and never stop gathering them. Open legendary item forge, so you can rename Sting to Taint Sticker while on the move. And finally, open relic combination menu. I am still a noob and have no idea what this feature is or what it is used for. If you know what relics are and the combinations of them, please feel free to share with the class down below. An exclusive character portrait frame. Oh yeah, Witch King? You think you're cool? Well, I got a cool wreath around my face too. Alright, crafting guilds. Now I did have to look this one up. Crafting guilds provide additional advancement for each character's crafting profession. There are no guilds for gathering professions. Your character has to be an expert in the crafting profession for you to join that associated guild. But once you have joined the guild, you can track your progress within the guild by opening your character journal and just checking your reputation tab. As you gain reputation with the guild, you gain access to different recipes. Now this does seem pretty good because crafting is pretty viable in LOTRO and not too terribly difficult to hit expert in. So for me, this is a win. You also receive the maximum cap on auction houses. And I believe this is 25 slots on the auction house. Someone correct me if I'm wrong here. And I don't think that there was a gold cap for VIPs. And if so, I think it's like 9,999 gold. But I could also be wrong on this as well. Unlimited chat. I am not sure why this is a VIP reward. And it makes me laugh because become a VIP and never be shut up again. Although it has been my experience that people who spam the world chat, they usually discover the errors of their ways pretty quickly. Destiny points to be used on in-game perks. Now, Destiny point usage is for VIPs only. The perks are small buffs that give your hero a little extra oomph in either XP gains, movement speed, out-of-combat morale recovery. You get the idea. This could be helpful in some situations, but it really does depend on the cost and the time limit of the buff. So this one is kind of up in the air as to how often you would be able to use those Destiny points and utilize them. Alright, moving on. The Swift Travel Stable Masters. These are special stable masters that you can take to go much further distances, such as going from Bree to Mordor. This may not be a real Swift Travel, so don't quote me on that. But apart from the starter areas, which is Bree's Westgate, Selendem, Thorin's Gate, and Mitchell's Delving, all other Swift Travels are for VIPs. Alright, and finally, your maximum level. Now, as a free-to-play player, your maximum level cap is 95, compared to the 140 for VIPs, and I believe that also includes the latest expansion for Gundabad. So, is it worth to subscribe or become a VIP to Lord of the Rings Online? Personally, I would never tell anyone to subscribe to an MMO that I myself have yet to subscribe to. My plan is pretty simple. I have 95 levels of wonderful narrative to explore and enjoy. Frodo already has the ring in hand, so I'm not in a hurry. My advice, play the game and set yourself a goal. If you're really nerding out and at level 40 you don't see yourself quitting anytime soon, then I say go for it. But give the game a chance to woo you first. Don't drop your wallet on the first date. I know that's not a definitive answer to is it worth subscribing, but I can only speak for myself in this regard. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that these rewards are worthy of a subscription or not? I do hope that this video helps someone. If you're new to Lord of the Rings Online, let me be the first to welcome you to the Fellowship of Nerdshit. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like to summon the algorithm eagles and consider subscribing to keep Mordor at bay. Thank you and have an amazing day. Goodbye.